It's Wednesday, Klaus here. It's time for another basic Davinci Resolve tutorial.
Hello, Klaus here. It's Wednesday and time for another basic Davinci Resolve tutorial. In this episode, we're going to continue last week's episode where we had a look into the Fusion titles and templates. In this episode, we're going to have a look at some effects inside of the effects library. And let's just start out. Let's go into the effects library, go into Open Effects, and the effects we're going to have a little bit fun with today is, let's start with the analog damage. We're going to drag that effect over to our clip. And again, I'm not totally sure that this is in the free version. If it's not in the free version, there will be a watermark on your footage, but you can still play around with the effects. And if you love the effect, you can actually choose to update to Davinci Resolve Studio version. It's $300, and I do know that $300 is quite an amount of money for a editing software, but it is $300, and all the updates are absolutely free. So consider that if you want some of these effects. So let's go into the analog damage here and go up to the inspector and go into the effects. And here we have a VHS effect, which I love. And this is just a preset. We can choose different presets here. And so we can just, so here we have it without no effects. We have like early TV effect, which is looking not too great, but it's there. And we also have a 60s black and white. And this is super helpful if you actually want to go in and put this on a old TV or something in your shot. We also have a 60s color television, and we get this aspect ratio like it were back in the 60s. Then we can go forward to the 70s and have a look at how that look, to the 80s, and to the 90s TV, where we have a bit more of a wide field of view, but it still looks pretty smashed. We also have a clean VHS as before, an old VHS, and we can run that in, and we're going to have all these old artifacts, and also a security camera, which could be useful if you're doing something where that is required. So, but you know what? The cool thing about this is that you could, if you wanted to, make your own look. So if we, for instance, want to do some kind of a VHS look, we could go in and adjust things and keyframe the jitter and stuff like that. So we could make our totally own unique look. And we could do this with all of the things, also the constructions of the TVs and how they are defocused and stuff like that. We can actually go in and change a lot of the things around, or we can reset everything if we want to. So it's just a matter of your taste if you want to make your very own damaged TV look. And this feature were available, I think, in Davinci Resolve 16 for the first time. And it's fun to play around with. I'm just going to reset that. Actually, I'll just take off the effect.
Sorry for interrupting the video. I just quickly want to tell you that memberships are now available on this YouTube channel. If you want some great perks and some exclusive content, please consider to join the community. That's all for now. Back to the video.
I'm just going to reset that. Actually, I'll just take off the effect of the clip. We also have our film damage, which is kind of similar, but it's just going to emulate like old film. And again, we could change things the way we wanted. We can put more blur in or make it sharper. We can go in and change the temperature to something. We can change the tint, and we can add a vignette if we want to, and change all these Very fun parameters. And we can also, again, we can add in, change the dirt size. We can actually make this the way we want it, change the color of the dirt and stuff like that. We can add scratches and all of these things. And it is a pretty powerful little thing if you want to make your footage look old pretty fast. Okay, I'm just going to, again, to take off that effect. And we also have film grain. We're going to drag in film grain. So we can actually toggle it. I'll zoom in a bit here. I'm going to toggle film grain on and off. And you can see there is a little bit of grain. Again, we can change the grain size. If we want to, we can change it from, the preset is 16 millimeter, but there is also 8 millimeter and different sizes, 35 millimeter, and we can make our own, let's say 35 millimeter. Then we can go in and we can show only the grains. So now you have the grains, and you can go in and customize the texture, make it bigger, smaller. Also change the grain size, make it a bit offset. We can change all thing around, change the saturation and stuff like that, and customize the film grain to look just the way we want it. So this is, again, 3 very nice effects available in Davinci Resolve that can give your videos a special look. Anyway, I do hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, share it with your friends if you think it would help them out, and if you want to be notified every time there's a new video on this channel, please hit that bell icon down in the corner. Until next time, keep filming, keep learning, and keep sharing.